For the 7th time in the last 8 seasons, the Lord's lacrosse team is in the postseason, and this coming Thursday night, they'll be venturing as the 3 seed to face 2-seeded Ohio Wesleyan University in Delaware, Ohio, in the NCAC Tournament. And joining us here in the Kenyon Sports Connection is head coach Doug Massardi. Coach, thanks for taking time to come on speak with us. Obviously, we're back in a place we've been in a lot of the last few years, and a big matchup again. We're going to see the battling Bishops. What do you think this team can take from that first meeting and translate for us come Thursday?
Yeah, good question. I think when we played them a few weeks back, did not play a good first half. I thought it was one of the worst first halves of our entire season. So certainly starting strong is going to be big. And then the way we played in the second half, finding a way to replicate that is going to be very important too.
And I think going into that game, 4 weeks ago, we were high on energy, high on emotion. We had just come off a great game against Otterbein. We probably saw that Otterbein OU score and thought, okay, we could take that in and think we're going to, compete at a high level. How do we temper those emotions for this matchup tonight?
Yeah, I think since that game, and again, we try to take every game as its own challenge. But since that game, we've just talked about treating every opponent the same way. And we've been preaching that quite a bit. I think our guys have bought into that idea fully. So I'm less concerned about that and more concerned about just going out there and playing our best. Yeah. I think our guys are going to be mentally ready. Okay. I think they're going to be physically ready. We've had a nice break here, which I think has been certainly a high benefit for us. So I'm hoping that kind of start does not happen again. Sure. But I realize that that's a bit of a story right now. How are we going to start and making sure that doesn't happen again?
For OU, 2 guys obviously maybe at the top of their positions in the conference, Max Tennant and Stephen Hillebrand. They make that offense go. How do you kind of focus in on those 2 and kind of do your best to limit them?
We have some thoughts that I won't share here,
right.
But certainly they're very strong players. And if you're going to beat Ohio Wesleyan, you're going to have to find a way to contain them.
Okay. And for us, David Metzger, you told me, 3 months ago, we're going to have a really good goalie this year. He's been outstanding. Those first 3 quarters against Denison, I thought he proved to me he was the best goalie in our league. How do we kind of get that replicated performance from David on Thursday night?
He's been very, very consistent in conference.
Yeah.
That's something I don't even worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave is going to give us his best effort. I've been very pleased about his play. He's obviously at the top of a number of stat categories here in the league. I agree that he might be the best guy in the league, but we have to continue to win and show that, and it's a team effort. But he certainly gives us a lot of confidence back there.
And on the offensive end, Nick Vitale having a senior year to remember. Emilio Sosa's come on real strong. I think more than half of his goals have come in the last 5 games. On the offensive end, getting guys, running that crease and keys on the offensive end.
I think Nick has been a key for us. He's again been very, very consistent. He's played strong. Sosa's been finishing very well. And then outside of that, I think our points are spread around in a very healthy way where, any 1 or 2 guys or small group of players can certainly have very good nights for us. So I've been pleased about the offensive balance. But certainly Vid has done a great job, and so has Sos, and you're right to mention that. But I think outside of that, Pollock and Humphrey and Woody and Harrigan have had very good seasons, and it's spread around quite a bit in a very healthy way for us.
Okay. Coach, good luck out there on Thursday night, and we hope to see you for another interview for the tournament final.
That would be wonderful.
Yes, it would. That was Lord's lacrosse coach Doug Massardi. His team traveling to Delaware, Ohio on Thursday night. That's at Ohio Wesleyan University, a 7 o'clock start in the NCAC Tournament semifinal round. We'll have live links on athletics.kenyon.edu, and we'll see if the Lords can pull out a victory against the battling Bishops. For the head coach, I'm Clayton Kaufman. We'll see you next time on the Kenyon Sports Connection.